Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and today we are going to show off a couple great ones that we killed on our live streams recently. Now, you guys may be curious how we were able to get two great ones at once and why I'm also staring at one more great one. Well, if you haven't been dropping by the live streams, then you're probably pretty confused. Basically, we've been stacking, and stacking is essentially just the act of not killing it whenever it spawns, so this great one has been on our map for about 2 weeks now, maybe even more. I haven't really been keeping too close account, but it's been around 2 weeks since this guy spawned, and we just have not shot him. It's been the same for 3 other great ones until recently. We had 4 on the map and then decided to kill off a couple of them during one of the recent live streams. Now, you may be thinking, that's absurd, Scarecrow, that's not possible, you can't get that many great ones at once. How are you not cheating? This is insane. Well, if you don't believe me, be sure to go by the live streams. If you just click on the live section of the channel, you will see that we have been grinding Whitetail an absurd amount. A lot of times we've been going for between 4 and 7 hours a day, just repeatedly shooting Whitetail at approximately 90 Whitetail per hour. And the way that we have got our herds to be so insane is through a method called herd management. And if you're also not familiar with herd management, I definitely recommend watching my video on it, because herd management will drastically increase the amount of diamonds you get, and it seems like it may also increase the amount of great ones you get. You know, while we're thinking about it, let's take this guy down, as it is a very unique level 3. But essentially, herd management is just shooting all of your deer down to level 1s to the point where about 70% of your map or more is just level 1 deer. And then when you do that, the game in a way freaks out and it decides that it needs to spawn more larger animals, which is why you see a ton of diamonds showing up. It's essentially the game trying to make up for the fact that there's so many small deer on the map. And you can really use this to your advantage to get a lot of diamonds, possible super rares if you're lucky, and it seems like it even helps with great ones. And also, just like with the live streams, if you don't believe me, you can go ahead and check out my guide on herd management. I've got it here on the channel. It should be in the same video as the drop time great one that we killed about a month ago. So I definitely recommend checking it out if you're not familiar with this method and if you're a little bit confused. Now that we've talked about that, let's talk about what happened with these 2 great ones that we decided to shoot. So essentially what ended up happening was we had been stacking for a couple weeks, as I mentioned, and we got to a point where we just were not seeing any signs of a new great one showing up. We've been desperately trying to get 5 on the map at once because a lot of us don't think that it ever can be done. There's a lot of other grinders in the community that have been trying the same thing, including iBuyPremiums, who streams on Twitch and grinds even more than I do. He's absolutely a beast at this game and very often will grind more than 10 hours a day on Twitch. He's absolutely insane, and he even did a 24-hour stream recently where he managed to kill, I believe, 4 great ones in that 24-hour stream. So definitely check him out if you guys haven't already. He is a master at herd management and is absolutely insane. But we had ended up getting 4 of them on the map, and at that point, I was starting to see a lot of weird things happen to our map. We were starting to see more lower levels pop up, and we were struggling to get the diamonds to show up as consistently as they were, and it had been about 1,000 kills since our last great one had shown up. So we decided that we would kill off a couple of the higher scoring great ones that we had on the map. So we decided to take down the 2 cluster racks. Typically the cluster rack ends up scoring in the 400s, so we figured that those would be the best ones to take down. So we ended up doing just that, but I didn't just take them down. I let you guys vote on which weapons we were going to use, and well, it was very interesting how it turned out. And we also ended up getting one of the most impressive great ones that we've shot in a long time. So I guess without further ado, let's get into that. Oh, great one! Woo! Let's go, baby! Great one! Oh my gosh, yes! Yes! Oh my gosh! Okay. Oh my gosh, there we go. Let's go! Oh, what a way to come back from lunch break. Or dinner break, I guess. Oh my gosh. There we go! It's another cluster rack! Why? I mean, I'm happy, but why this rack again? This is going to be my fifth cluster rack. Come on, man. Give us something besides the cluster rack. I like it, but come on. Come on. Just any other rack. But we have 2 at 1 lake finally. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. We've got 2 at 1 lake. Let's go, guys. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. 2 at 1 lake.
Soon after.
Gosh, the 7mm and the 357 are tied. I didn't expect that. I mean, compound bow, it looks like, is a no-brainer. We're going to be using a bow on one of them. I've already used the Coder CB65 on a Great One Whitetail and on my Great One Red Deer, so we're going to use a different one. Let's go Hawk Edge. I like the Hawk Edge. And we'll go to 300 votes. We will go to 300 votes, and then we'll call it there. Oh my gosh, it's 50-50 between the 357 and the 7mm. Whichever one gets to 24% first is going to be the one that we use. Which one's going to get it, 7mm or 357? 7mm? 7mm just eked out the victory, just barely. It just barely got it. I think we got this. I want to get to, like, what's the zero distance for the bow? Let's try to get to 20 if we can. I don't know if we'll be able to, but... Oh my gosh, he's still here. He's right there. Going attentive, though. Oh my gosh, call the wild, why? Let me be hidden. How do none of these bushes or trees hide me? How do none of these hide me? Call of the wild, please, man. Please. Here we go. Oh, not the 7mm. There we go, we got him. Oh my gosh, that was more nerve-wracking than it needed to be. All because I couldn't find cover. Oh my gosh. Oh, that scared me. Okay, not taking any more pictures. The fact that it froze terrifies me. 431! Oh my gosh, that's huge. That is the biggest one I've seen of this rack in a long time. 431, that's a beast. That is my biggest of the cluster rack ever. I mean, I knew this guy looked huge, but I didn't realize it was a 430 plus. That is massive for this rack. Oh my gosh. That is actually pretty awesome. I like this one a lot. 431, man, what a giant. That is my 3rd biggest Great One Whitetail ever. Yeah, Vexus, I love that one. That is so good. We're shooting 2 of them, Justin, because I felt like they were holding back our spawns for more Great Ones. It was really feeling like having 4 on the map is really the max you can get. However, I've got a theory that maybe if we get all like super low scoring Great Ones on the map, maybe we can get a 5th. But here we go. Number 2 is about to go down. You guys wanted me to iron sight it with the 7mm. So that's what we're going to do here. 7mm iron sights. Let's see how this goes. This one's going to score 415. I think it's going to be like 425. Actually, I'm going to say 424, just like my 2nd ever of this rack. Let's see how this would be. Ugh, no. Disgusting. Oh, I can't stand these sights. They're so bad. This angle is not great either. The fact that we're on a slope worries me a little bit. I'm not the best with slope shots. I tend to hit high a lot of the time and get spine shots more than normal. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself, but definitely could happen. Not super great at downhill shots. Here we go. Oh my gosh, I almost pulled the trigger. There we go, got him. Oh, that was sketchy, I don't like that. I hate the iron sights for the 7mm. That was a sketchy one. That was a very sketchy kill. This one's definitely not going to score as high. I'm going to say... Yeah, I'm going to say 424, just like my first one that I ever killed off of Leighton. What do you guys think? Looking like a lot of 420, 421, 424, 432, 415, 422, 432. I don't think it's going to be 432 because this one is... It's got less tip-to-tip spread than the first one did. So I'm thinking it's going to be mid 420s. Let's see. 418, wow. Okay. That's actually lower scoring than I thought it would be. But still cool. Still a good one. That other one was insane though. 431 for this rack is just ridiculous. I can't believe it. I wonder why this one's only 418. I swear I've got one that is quite a bit tighter, and it's a 417, so... I don't know, I thought this was wider, but I guess not. This lodge is really starting to look absolutely insane due to all the Great One grinding we've done in the last few months between red deer and now whitetail. And we were finally able to make another mount after we took down those two. We put the last Great One that we killed right here, the 630 scoring big rack, with both of these. And the fact that one of these cluster racks scored 431 was probably the most mind-blowing thing that we've had happen in the last few weeks. I can't believe we got such a high-scoring cluster rack. I knew that it was a monster when I first laid eyes on him, but I didn't realize that he was this much of a monster. I really have not ever seen a cluster rack reach over 430. Let me know in the comments if you guys have ever seen that, because I certainly have not. The closest I had seen was this guy right here that ended up scoring a total of 424, but he was still 7 inches smaller than this guy when it comes to like tip-to-tip spread primarily, which is pretty insane. This is just a beast of a buck, and I can't believe we got such a unique cluster rack. Now, the hope is that we can get a super low-scoring one as well, because you can get them to go below 400, and they typically have some really weird stuff going on with, like, the back tines crossing and stuff. Would love to get one of those, but for now, this is pretty insane and probably the best one that we're going to get for a very long time. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We have been doing an insane amount of grinding, and we also have a beginner series playthrough right now that is focused on non-Great One grinding stuff for those of you that don't like the Great One grinding. So plenty of content to be watched on the channel that is all quite unique from each other. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!